Hi guys. So in this video we are going to see the second part of this majority element question. The first part is the LeetCode 169 that we have already solved it and saw the Bowie-More voting algorithm. How can we solve these types of question? So if you haven't watched that video, you will be seeing a card over here on the top right corner of the video. So click on the card and watch the video. So let's step further. In the first question in the LeetCode 169, we are finding the majority element that is appearing more than n by 2 times. That's the floor sign. If you can see the floor value of n by 2 times. So in the majority element 2, it is saying find all the appears more than n by 3 floor times. And we have already seen in the video, in the previous video, as you can see, if it is asking n by 3 times, so n by k times, so the maximum majority element will be the k minus 1. In this question it is asking for the element appear more than n by 3 times, so 3 minus 1, so the maximum majority element will be the 2. Only at most 2 majority element can fit inside the array, any size of the array. Size doesn't matter. And we have already understand the voting algorithm, and in the previous, as you can see, the Boeing Murray algorithm, we have done the finding part of the majority element, but in that question we are sure that the majority element will always exist, so we haven't done the verification part. What's the verification part? It's making sure that these are the correct majority element that we have find by the first pass or the first iteration. So let's see some examples of this majority element to find all the elements that appear more than n by 3 times. N by 3 times means at most 2 majority elements can fit. So in the question, as you can see, we have to return a vector of integer, means an array or list in Python. So we will return a maximum 2 size of result array. So the space complexity will be, the size is constant 2, so the space, ignore the constant, the space complexity will be O of 1, and the time complexity will be O of n for finding the majority elements and O of n the to for the verification part. So total is O of 2n, and remove the constant, so the time complexity will be O of n. And let's see some examples. So in this the size is 3, so 1, the floor value is 1. Which element is appearing more than 1 time? It's 3, you can see that. And here, what's the 1? N is 1 and the floor value is 0. Which element is appearing more than 0? It's 1. And here 2 by 3, still 0. These are the two elements that are appearing more than 0 times. So let's see in the code and let's solve it. go to the LeetCode and we will take first, let's calculate the size of the array, and we will take two elements because and we have not sure what are these elements, so we will take -1 and we will take the count as 0 and int count of 1 0. I hope you are understanding why I'm taking majority 1 majority 2, because in the n by 3 times question the max at most majority elements will be 2 elements, so that's why. So my previous video you will understand it. So let's done the finding step. In here we will start from the 0th element. This question is basically if else question, and if you understand the voting algorithm, the Boy-Moody algorithm, you will solve it in the dream also. Majority 1 if it is equal, and so increase the count of first. Else if nums of I is equal to the majority 2 element, increase the count to. Else if the count 1 is 0, so the majority 1 element will be the current element of the array and the count will be 1. Else if the count 2 is 0, majority element 2 with the current element and the count 2 the 1. Here I made mistake, the count 1 and count 2. And else decrease the count, count 1, count 2. So that's our finding the majority elements. Now we have to do the verification. So let's take two variables. Frequency 1 will be the 0, frequency 2 is also 0. Now for, let's hit the for each loop. Num if num equal to the majority 1 element, frequency 1 plus plus. Else if num equal to the majority 2 element, frequency 2 plus plus. And if the frequency 1 is appearing more than n by 3 times, so result dot push back the majority 1, copy and paste. and return the result. We have not initialized the result yet. Vector of int result. You can give the size also, like 2. So let's run it and see if it is. So all the test cases are passed, and let's try to submit it. And you can see our code is submitted successfully. So that's it for the video. Make sure you share and like the video. Thank you.